Oh, wow. That light bulb makes a huge difference. We had to get some new light bulbs yesterday, and we got some daylight light bulbs, and oh my goodness. Morning. Okay. Are we ready? Let's get right into it. Today is Wednesday. Meal planning day, anti-procrastination day, but for me, it is meal planning day because that already involves enough, right? We have to clean out the refrigerator. We have to yeah, we'll see. Today's going to be the first full day with them. I like the fact of the one over my stove. I can actually see the true color of what I'm cooking. So I like that. We'll see though. First full day with them. We got to go through the pantry. We got to figure out what meals we're having. So today is big enough, right? I don't need to add a whole bunch of other projects onto it. I still have leftover ones from yesterday that I have to finish. I decided to wear my Sweetie sweatshirt. It's comfy. Um, all right. So without any further ado, let's get to it. Oh, I'll do the mission first. We're in the master bedroom this week, so the mission for today is to take care of anything on the left side of the bed. Monday was under, Tuesday was on top of, today is the left side. So organize whatever you need to do with the left side of the bed. All right, today we're going to start, grab my 2-minute timer, with number 8, which is get dressed to shoes. I'm wearing my new pants today. I like them. They're comfy. You got 2 minutes. They're really comfy. Like really, really comfy. So they're just a tight yoga pant combination with bell bottoms, basically. I love them. Not huge bell bottoms, but mini bell bottoms. I love them. So, okay. So make the bed. It's something so simple that can make such a big difference in the day. Yesterday, if you were here, you heard that Sheena, it's pretty much automatic for her. It is completely automatic for me too. I just make the bed. That's just every morning, just make the bed. So, got to get that taken care of. You may or may not be able to do it. Or get dressed to shoes. That's what we're on. Not make the bed, get dressed to shoes. Um, it's something so simple. I gotta wake up here. It's something so simple. Yet, especially during this quarantine, we're throwing get dressed to shoes out the window. And I don't know why. Because it's important for you to do your hair every day, to do your makeup every day, if you do makeup, um, to get dressed in something that you feel good in. I love the comfy, cozy feeling of my Sweetie sweatshirt. I'm going to wear it. Um, Plus, it doesn't have a hood and I can wear my hair down. Plus, it's supposed to snow today. Yay, good for you, Sheena. I've got my pants on. I've got my shoes on. Let me see. I've got my shoes on. See? So, get dressed to shoes. Now we hit number 9. Laundry. Another one that seems to be getting backed up. Yeah. It's snow and rain. Laundry is another one that seems to be getting backed up. I don't know if it's because we get the I'll do it later thought process. I'm home all day, so I'll just do it later. Um, that doesn't work because pretty soon you keep filling the day up with other things, and later's gone, and it's time for bed. So later doesn't happen. I'll do it later. No, do it now. Do it now. Or figure out when you're going to do it if you don't want to do it now. Um, that's the hardest part, I think, with, oh, yay. That's the hardest part, I think, with being at home all day is getting over the I'll do it later. Um, you get the I'm going to do that later. The kids can pull out every single toy they own. Um, there's more to do because there's more people at home right now. Morning, Laura. Oh, we just started. We've just done get dressed to shoes and laundry. So make sure that you keep the laundry going and don't fall into the I'll do it later. It's like I said, later don't happen. It truly, truly, truly doesn't. It's a myth because later's never here because it becomes now. So don't fall into that. I like doing it, I'll do it later at, or when I finish, or adding another prepositional phrase in there. um, I don't care if your socks match. If you care if your socks match, then we have to solve that issue. So I don't care if your socks match, though. All I have are a bunch of socks that are going to match, except for my free Dobby socks. Those are the only ones that wouldn't match, but they're black, so I'll have to worry about that. All right, now we're going to hit number 7, which is swish and swipe, which this is supposed to take you under 2 minutes. Well, then that's why your socks don't match. I know, I hate matching up socks, which is why I started clipping them together before they go in the wash, and then I don't have to match them because they're already clipped together. So, swish and swipe is supposed to take you about 2 minutes. You're wiping off the counter, you're wiping off the spots on the mirror, you're wiping off the top of the toilet, and you're swishing it out. That is all that is required of swish and swipe. Now, if you choose to, like me, empty the trash, wipe down the outside of the tub, that's on you. That's not part of the swish and swipe. Oh, I don't blame you. Um, little alligator clips, like small versions of this, small versions of these, and then I clip the socks together. So that way the pairs stay together. All right. So finish up your swish and swipe if you haven't done it yet. Get that taken care of. We got about 25 seconds. Yeah, Michelle, I don't blame you. I wouldn't take a chance with throw rugs either. Uh, no, because they dry. They're going into the dryer then too. So the rust happens when the water and everything sits on the metal. These are getting dry, so they don't rest. All right, now we're doing we did number 7. Number 6, make the bed. I already started talking about this one. Something so simple, but it makes a huge difference in the bedroom. It cleans the bedroom by at least, 50%. It gives you then a place to help you organize things in the bedroom where you can just dump them on the bed, and then you have to lean over on the floor. It is, Giuseppe does that every single Sunday with his Sunday box. He dumps it on the bed because the bed is made, gives you a nice flat surface. You can organize where things are going, and then you just have to throw them in the box. So, and like I said yesterday, it gives you a nice place to go at the end of the day. So where if your day is yucky, you can crawl into a nice bed, because notice the difference of when the sheets are the bed is made and the bed isn't made. When you crawl into bed, there's a big difference. Now, we don't have to tuck the sheets in and all this other stuff. I keep forgetting set timer. We don't have to tuck the sheets in. We don't have to tuck the blankets in unless that's what you want to do. It's not what I always do. We can leave, actually, I tuck in my side and I leave his side out because he kicks them out anyways, so I might as well just leave his side out. So we want to make sure that we have this retreat, right? If the day was good, then there's that sense of accomplishment when we go and we lay down in the bed and we can just relax. So make the bed. It's something simple. Since I forgot to start the timer when I started talking about it, you should definitely have enough time to get the bed made this morning. So get it going. And since we're in the bedroom this week, it helps if the bed is made. So get that bed made. That is my shiny sink. That is the one thing that I don't miss any day. That is because when I started all of this, the dishes were too much work for me. I wasn't doing them. I wasn't going to do them. It was too much. The bed, oh, thank you. I do have to redo this one. And I'm still mad that this one broke. I can tell I'm getting down to the end of the bottle because the polish isn't staying on like it should. So the dishes were too much. I started with Make the Bed. That was something simple that I could do every single morning, no matter how mentally exhausted or drained I was. So making the bed, that means the world to me. All right, now we are at number 13, which is a pick up, put away. 2 minutes. Here we go. So this is anything left over from last night that you didn't get done that you want to put away to make sure that your workstation is clear, your kids' workstation is clear. Maybe you're looking at your rooms with different eyes because we're not looking at them with tired eyes. So now we're looking at them with awake eyes, and you're like, oh yeah, that needs to get picked up. Because before bed eyes and morning eyes, in my house anyways, are very different. So we want to make sure that we're taking care of anything that needs to get picked up and put away. Put it away. Because that solves everything. As soon as we know where everything goes and we have a place to put it, then there is no problem with how the home looks because everything has a home. There isn't stuff sitting out unless it's meant to be sitting out. It's much easier to do this, I think. I don't know. when you don't have other people's stuff to worry about. Granted, then there also is not the motivation to get it done, because it's not bothering you, it's not going to bother anybody else, right? So it's a catch-22, like there always is. There's always a catch-22. So just make sure that when you're done with something, you put it away. And then you don't even have to do this one. You could have gotten a 2-minute break. So here we go. 2 and 1. All right. Now we're on number 1. Make today's goals. I always hold. All right. 2 minutes. Today's goals. Pencil right here. Plan meals. I need to fix my nail and just shower. That poor little boy started throwing up yesterday. He threw up for a good half an hour. That was not fun. The other stuff that I want to do, I want to take care of my closet shelves because I didn't get to that yesterday. Because he started throwing up, we did not do the homemade Dippin' Dots. So we're going to do that today. I want to fix my nail, and then I have my schooling, and I need to keep going on next week's prep. All of this other stuff will get weighted against what needs to happen in the moment. Plus, nope, we're not on kids yet. So my nail is not overly important. If it comes down to, am I going to do just sex shower or do my nail? Just sex shower will win. Am I going to do dishes or my nail? Then my nail will probably win, because I don't want to take the chance of it breaking when I do the dishes. If it comes to plan meals or do my nail, plan meals is going to win. If it comes to plan meals or do just sex shower is going to win. I weight everything to see what I need to be doing now. So I have plan meals needs to happen, my nail needs to get fixed, and just sex shower needs to happen. I'm not obviously going to do the Dippin' Dots without him because he wants to be a part of it. So, all right, number 5. Let's do our core 6. So, core 6. Or core 5 for some of you. So, how was your sleep last night? I didn't get enough. I stayed up too late. I will be going to bed early today. We were watching Angel Has Fallen. So I didn't get enough sleep. I told him, I'm not staying up till the end of the movie. Next thing I know, here come the credits. And he looked at me and went, I thought you weren't staying up till the end of the movie. I said, yeah, me too. So I think Olympus Has Fallen is my favorite out of that trilogy. All right. Don't forget to eat your meals today. And don't forget to drink your water. What strategies are you going to put into place to make sure that they happen? Don't forget to take your meds. Don't forget to pamper. Don't forget to move. So as long as the rain and the snow holds off, we can get out and get moving. And the pamper for me, it's Wednesday, it's wrestling night. We're doing chili bar for dinner, which you guys will find out in a little while. I can go to bed early, which will definitely make up for going to bed late last night. So looking forward to that one. So check in every morning. How are you going to make sure you're going to eat all your meals? How are you going to make sure you're going to drink your water? Remember, these 5 or 6 things, depending upon if you have meds or not, is the core to keeping you stable. It is the foundation of you. Okay? So make sure that you're looking at it and addressing it every single day. Maybe take a look at yesterday too. How did you do? Did you get everything done? So you want to make sure that you do that. And done. All right. Time for number 4, which is plan our calendar for the day. All right. So I have my appointments that I know for work. I have his school appointments. And that is all I need to do today. I know pampering is going to happen tonight around 7. Movement is going to happen probably around noon. Yeah, probably around noon. I've got my schooling classes that I need to take care of, which that will fall in during classes and stuff like that. So make sure that you plan out your calendar. We're just talking your calendar right now. Kids is coming up. So make sure you plan out your calendar for the day. You want to make sure that anything you have, maybe there's a project you need to be working on that needs to be submitted. You want to make sure that you at least put time down for that project. Now, if things don't happen exactly when they're supposed to happen, that's okay. This is just a guide. This is not if it doesn't happen by 1400 hours, then I don't have to do it. This is just a guide. It can happen at 1405. So use it as a guide. Don't use it as an excuse not to do it, because I just told you it doesn't have to be exact. It's a guide. It makes sure, especially now when you've got things going on at home and then work still, that things are not overlapping and overbooking. So make sure that happens. All right, number 12, because I forgot to set the timer, so I'm sure that um, 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 I can do 2 your time, Michelle, but it can only be a half an hour. So why don't you just message me when you're ready, and I'll let you know if I'm available and stuff like that, and we'll go from there that way, instead of trying to assume that people are actually going to get the tires on in a timely fashion. So you just message me. All right, cool. All right, now we are at number 12. So those of you without kiddos, you just got a break. Those of you with older kiddos, you just got a break. Plan your kids' day. All right. Now, with little man throwing up yesterday, I don't know how he feels today. So I'm going to write the schooling down that should happen. Whether it will or not, I don't know. It's not a lot, so as long as he buckles down, we'll be able to get through it. And then I have everything else down here for me, written down for him. So then when we're done here, I just take this section here and transfer it to here, and then his day is done. And that way he knows when he's done and it's playtime. Mm-hmm. And as long as he works, we'll be good. But like I said, I need to see how he's feeling today. hopefully he sleeps in. So this is not a necessary step. I find that it helps me with my kid, um, because it lets him put perspective on the day as well. Like I said, some days he can put the perspective on, other days he can't. Other days he just sees a huge list of things and doesn't realize that some of them are done at 8 p.m. at night. So I actually started using different colors for morning, afternoon, and evening, and all day. So, or morning, schoolwork, evening, and all day. All right, number 3, let's plan our meals for the day. So, this one will go into making sure that we eat all of our meals for the day. So, we are having chili bar for dinner. For lunch, we're having sandwiches. And for breakfast, we're having breakfast burritos. We're actually getting to that one next, Sheena. So we're going to have our chili because it was really good. And sandwiches are in there. And breakfast burritos are in there. It's just a matter of heating it up. And that is what there it is. That is what the air fryer is for. So it's, you know, unfortunately, little man didn't get to make it, but it was still his recipe. But I'm not going to have somebody who's sitting there throwing up make my chili. So he didn't get to make it yesterday. And I added an extra can of beans, so we got even more, which is good. All right, so get their day almost done. Plan our meals. And with all of them, I've got tomorrow's meals, unless I decide to do the beans. In which case, then I just need to soak the beans today. And I'll throw those into the crock pot tomorrow. And we are almost done. And then we are on to our intention. All right. So, number 2, set our intention of the day for the day. Your intention or your word of the day. I can not spell today. A word or a feeling you want to carry with you throughout the day. Today, I think I'm going to go with understanding. To be understanding is going to be a good thing. Because it takes you from that one level and pushes you higher. It takes you from just sympathizing to empathizing. So, and then more connections can be made. Because you don't get anywhere with sympathy. You don't get anywhere with sympathy. You get places with empathy, not sympathy. All right. So, sometimes figuring out the word of the day is easy, sometimes not so much. Make sure at the end of the day you're looking back and seeing what and how you did on your word, and maybe decide if there would have been a better word for it. Doing a check-in is always a good thing at the end of the night. All right. I really miss doing my evening videos live. I need to figure out a way to do that. This new schedule of his is just doesn't help. It doesn't help with my job. It doesn't help. All right, it is time to take care of, oh, good, um, of lunches, snacks, dinner prep. How about we just put it down there, food prep? Making sure that you have healthy stuff to go to. If you can prepare anything for dinner, it's already prepared. Like for me, the noodles are already made. The chili is made. Yesterday, by the time it came time for dinner, I just had to, no, because I use data. So that would be too much data for me to use. I can do taped, but I find that I run out of time. And it's one more thing for me to push. I'm trying to do taped, and we'll see what happens. It also depends upon when the rest of my family decides to get up. So, because once they're up, it's all about them. So, by my choice, it's all about them. So, I need to figure it out. Because I do love doing it live, especially the evening ones. Um, I just have to figure it out. So, and if I say I'm going for a walk, then I'm going to have 2 other people go with me. Mm. And that's totally fine, Michelle. She says she doesn't have a lot of energy to give. That's fine. Everybody is handling this differently. And if all the emotional energy and everything that you have goes to you just surviving, then that's what you need to do. Okay? Yes, this is about us looking to. Oh, happy Earth Day. For one time since I've been alive, the Earth is actually able to breathe today. How crazy. Happy Earth Day. All right. And last but not least, let's clean up the kitchen. Okay. Yes. The Earth is able to breathe. The amount of pollution is down. The amount of people out throwing garbage everywhere is down. So happy Earth Day. Oh, it would have been really cool to have gotten married today on Earth Day. Oh, well. So, make sure that whatever you do for cleaning up the kitchen, or that whatever you did for prep, making breakfast and all that wonderful stuff, you take care of the kitchen dishes. So that way they're not piling up and saving for you tonight. Because a couple things happen. Family wants to do something and then you're stuck in the kitchen doing dishes. Not fun. You run out of energy and you have the most dishes from throughout the entire day. Not fun. You correct, Michelle. Best way to dust mini blinds, um, with a vacuum. That's probably mine is with a vacuum, with the dusting brush on the vacuum. Or um, if you don't want to do that, I've seen people cut slits in sponges so that way they can just go across. Um, Depending upon how dirty they are, if they need to get washed, then I definitely would just take them down and take them outside and spray them with a hose. But my favorite way to do them is, yep, do them with a hose. Um, my favorite way to do them is with the vacuum cleaner. Because then I don't have to do them because little man is going to do them then. because it's with the vacuum cleaner. Because we all know what happens with that. Ceiling fans, can you reach the ceiling fan? Like with like an extension, or is it a climbing on a ladder ceiling fan? Because it all depends upon how high the ceiling fan is up. Because that is another one that I like using the vacuum for. I like to dust with the vacuum when it comes to walls, windows, ceiling fans, blinds, tops of curtains. I use the vacuum. Number one, I don't have to do it. Number two, when I do have to do it, it's not that much work. Otherwise, ceiling fans, I stand on a ladder and then okay, my mom's ceiling fan. There's no way in Hades anybody can reach that. So, we use the Swiffer. Yeah, I think she's got a Swiffer. We use a Swiffer on an extension. I use a Swiffer on an extension while standing on a ladder to do her blinds. It also depends upon how long the dirt, you too, Sheena, how long the dirt has been there. Because Gisette came up with blowing the dirt off the ceiling fan, and then it just settles down and then it goes on to places that I can reach. I don't like that idea, but that's another idea. But if it's been sitting there on there for a while, then it's going to be very hard to get off. So, but I would definitely, I just stand on the ladder and reach out and do it. Or, like I said, there's the vacuum. Or, the other thing that she had was a duster that was bendable, that you could bend it and it would form, you could form it over to where it matched the ceiling fan and you could pull it. I didn't like that one because the ceiling fans kept moving. The best way to do it is honestly with a second person where they can hold the blades in place while you're cleaning the one that you need to clean. So have them using a broom or something like that to hold the other blades in place while you take care of cleaning the one. That's the best way that I have found, because otherwise the ceiling fan does what fans do and they spin. And that's a pain in the tuchus. So I don't deal with that. But I absolutely love vacuums for doing most of my cleaning, because then I don't have to worry about the dust going anywhere. You're welcome. So vacuums to me are the ride and die. Maybe that's why my kiddo has an obsession with vacuums, because I'll even use my vacuum to sweep if I need to sweep, because then I don't have to scoop it up. Maybe that part of where his obsession with vacuums comes in. I don't know. All right, guys, I have to get ready for another client. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Have a great one. Remember, take the projects, make them smaller. Have a great day, and you're just doing your best. Okay? Bye.